Oh my god, it was so loud.
What's so loud?
That music was so loud.
It was so maybe everything just turned up in your headphones, bro.
We're good now.
All right.
You have a very
Well,
good picture. My picture sucks dick.
yes, it always does, though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. You need to have a lot of light. Light is the key to making your picture good.
Whatever.
So,
Well, considering it's nighttime here, I don't know how much light we're gonna get.
yeah. But I look at you with your race shirt. You got a Team EAM shirt.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh shit.
Huh.
Representing those who represent me.
Yeah, that's not bad. Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at
you don't have one. Do you have one? He
No,
give
I
you
don't
one?
have one.
He didn't give you one?
No, no,
Oh, well.
no, no, no.
Looks who's higher.
Uh-huh.
How you
No.
feeling?
Rough.
Oh, you and me both, kid.
Yeah, rough.
I've had to do the work from home for 2 days now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
Do you have something?
We mean I have a cold or something. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a cold too.
yeah. So instead of spreading it to all the people at work, I decided to work from home.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we got what is known as the roar flu.
the roar flu.
Yes, it is from our friend Clayton Young.
Yeah,
The roar flu.
he gets the flu.
He got sick as shit,
Oh
and
yeah,
so he ran his Mud Boss main, and then was
yeah.
never seen again. Well, he was seen again, like during photos. He was in a hoodie. He looked like a Star Wars Ewok. He was like leaned over, real short in a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh. Is that? I guess that's why he didn't run his main.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
All
was
right.
he was too sick.
So he's patient zero. That's great.
Yes, yes. He got us.
Well,
So it happens.
yeah. It's what happens when you're room full of dudes.
Yeah. Hey,
And
and it looks like Pete, who is across from us, he got the gator flu. That's not a
oh
bad name. The gator flu.
yeah, yeah. There's many disgusting individuals that race RC cars that don't wash their hands. I'm surprised it wasn't worse.
Yeah. Well, I realized my sense of like taste was there. Most of my smell is still there, so I was like, I'm fine. I don't have anything that has a fancy name on it. It's really
No, this isn't the vid.
yeah,
It's just I'm sick or the cold.
yeah. It happens.
So
So what are you taking like for your cold?
I don't know. I got like some Robitussin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
I like
mostly
the Robitussin DM. That's my fave.
yeah. I don't know what this is. It's got some D's and M's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems to kind of help. Like I haven't got worse. Um, I don't know if I've really gotten a lot better, but I haven't got worse.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's always a good thing. Yeah. A little stuffy, a little congested, but oh
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Well, you had a lot
The
of time
show
to
must
sleep
go
on
on.
Sunday, huh?
Huh?
You had a lot of time to sleep on Sunday, huh?
Yeah, I did. I did. I tried to rest up on Sunday, because I was done on Saturday. Thank you very much for that reminder. And yeah, it didn't necessarily bode well. I still got started feeling bad about Monday evening was where it really kind of kicked in for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know about.
Well, if we go back to the prior week's poll, who will do better in 13, 5, 12 scale? I think the answer is
Me.
you.
Yeah.
But it was still going home on Saturday. So yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I
What are you gonna do?
don't know. I wish I didn't break my front axle bearing. I uh, I was having a lot of a big dice at the back of the pack of the B main. We
Yeah,
were That B main was interesting. Everyone was the same fucking speed. It felt like we were all just like, uh, I
that's
like.
kind of cool.
It's cool unless you just changed your car setup and you're like, oh fuck, what is this doing?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was better, I thought, than I was in that last qualifier on Saturday, but it still wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
my hot lap was faster, even though I dropped a tooth.
Yeah, it's
So
interesting. I don't know. I've done some. We always do some reflecting from our race weekend, and yeah, I don't know. Like it was. It wasn't the result I wanted. But I don't know. I think at the same time, it's like I just didn't go fast enough, and I don't. And I still kind of struggle to know why. Because theoretically, on Saturday, I should have just, as long as I stayed clean, I should have went faster, and that didn't happen. Like I did go faster, but everyone else went way faster, and that shouldn't have necessarily happened. Like I shouldn't have. So it shouldn't work like that, and it doesn't make sense. Um, and because at the point of Saturday, especially like in 13.5, I figured all I have to do is just race clean, and I should be okay. And I did, and I didn't. And that was what was confusing of all of it. You
hmm.
know how so many other people picked up, but yet I didn't. And so I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah,
It
those are the
was
breaks, bro.
yeah. That's the challenges that we face when we race these little stupid cars. And what are you doing?
I'm responding something.
Uh,
Um, yeah, I don't know if they're stupid cars, but
No, you know what I mean.
I think it would be interesting for us to kind of like go through the snowbirds a little bit class by class. But one of the things that I think became the talk of the town of snowbirds was that fucking pro mod oval main. Did you see the video of this thing?
Once briefly. Yeah, Pro Mod Oval is yeah. I don't know what happened. Like I know there was usually like a big wreck, but it's never to the point that there's only two cars still running.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes you have five or four. I think four is probably the worst I've ever seen. But yeah, two? That's rough.
yeah, two's pretty brutal. So this
A
guy
lot
here,
that's a lot of days and a lot of time
yeah.
wasted.
So these guys here did a nice like little video of it,
Yeah, they broke it down. It was Zapruder style.
and you see there's like one, Pete has color, and then
Yep,
there's like five white cars or four white cars.
right.
Okay, so it's hard to tell which white car did what, but you
Right.
can see there's a white car on the back straight that then never even makes it to the counter, and he gets the fucking ass hammer.
Yeah, so somebody got ejected on lap basically corner one
Yeah,
and got sat down and then pulled right out in front of everyone and just caused the chain reaction.
yeah.
What just happened? It was somebody really there with a sign?
No, that's just some other shit. So here's the
Oh,
slow mo. So watch. Okay, I don't know which. I guess you can see there's the first white car, and I don't know if I can make this bigger. The first white car. Okay, that's getting bigger.
there you go.
So the first white car here is nowhere near the ice.
Right.
All right. Then the next two white cars are in a line headed right towards the ice.
Yeah, not
And
good
then
either.
there's another guy that looks like he's going to hit the fucking board,
Yeah.
let alone the ice.
Yeah.
All right. And so they've
So,
already slowed this down. So
yeah,
these two fuckers, So the third white car tags. It looks like tags the second white car, but the second white car is like basically spinning out on the ice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then and there's another white car. There, a green car gets on the inside.
Yeah. So that was
Those
car
two
4.
continue to wreck.
Oh, so hold on. So go back. So that was car 3. They got shot out of the park.
Was he out of the park?
Yeah. It's right
Like I
there.
don't know.
Or see right there to the left of the marshal in the center.
Yeah, there's two of them, but I don't
Yeah.
think he's outside. I think he's on the board, flipped over in the track,
Okay.
and I think that's Dom, but I'm not sure. So you see, look, here's the car right at the bottom of the stand in the arena,
Okay.
and there's a blue
Upside down.
marshal running to it, and you can
Okay.
see the red car coming around. That's Pete
Yep.
on lap one.
Yep.
So this guy's fucked. And then they put him down.
Yeah. And
All
he
right.
gets.
And now watch these two other white cars give him the ass hammer. See,
Yep.
look, the motherfucker spun around, and then all the shit unwinds.
Yep. So
So
who was that car?
I don't know. I haven't talked to any of the Oval guys. I do think it was Dom Ruggieri, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know what? We could maybe tell, like, we could go back and we could, like, look at who's looking at what if we can see the stand. So
No.
Dom, so if you look at the stand where you stand, like where you walk up,
Yeah.
one, two, three, four, five, fifth guy down,
Yeah.
I'm
Dom's looking down.
95% sure that's Dom. And I think
Yeah.
he's looking down.
Yeah.
But it could be Dom and he could be looking in the corner.
Mm,
I know it's not Joel because he's right
yeah.
by the British flag looking to the left.
Yeah. Who's the guy to the left of Dom? Oh, that's
Yeah,
Pemberton.
Stu. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's
Dom,
Dom.
yeah.
Like Dom has his head,
Yeah.
his hand on his head.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when Dom pulled out, he got hammered, and then it just sent everybody else off into a tizzy.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
comes out.
Bam.
Bam.
And
He
then
hasn't
it's
even hit the stripe once yet.
yeah.
Bam.
Yeah. That was Pete.
Was that Pete?
I believe. So. Oh no, here comes Pete.
Yeah, that's Pete.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. It was funny. I remember those days.
Yeah. I and I gotta say, like, I enjoy watching the mod oval mostly for shit like this.
Right.
Um,
It's a train wreck waiting to happen.
yeah, I also do kind of enjoy like hanging my head over the rail and feeling the wind whip around. I feel like I'm like that must be what a dog is like, you know? When they put their head out the window because
Yeah.
it's just like you get this wind going and this vortex. It's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, they're fun to drive too, especially when they're handling right and
Yeah,
you got all that power.
and
But
when they're not banged up.
yeah, but it doesn't take much to set them off.
Yeah,
Cautions breed cautions, as they say.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you fixed that.
Oh, that? I mean, other than you just start over. But those cars are so on the edge anyway that if you stop, they're not going to make 4 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, they probably could, they may, but it still wouldn't be right.
but how many of the cars would even be runnable?
Yeah. It'd be like an F1 scenario where they're at Monaco and they let them go back and bring out another car or some shit.
Yeah.
What,
And especially because it's the last race of the day. Like they almost need to run that main first in
and
case
so if
they
they
stop
stop
starting,
it, they can
and they can
fight.
put it at the back.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so horrible.
I don't know.
Eh.
And yeah, so It's you know, being that I've never run mod oval, I know you have though.
Yeah.
I think this sort of shit's expected to you.
In some regards, yeah. I mean, i- it's not obviously it's not what we want. We just want a nice clean race. But yeah, at some point somebody screws up, and the fact that you're taking, you're doing 100 and say 70 feet in 3 seconds, um, it doesn't take much to upset the apple cart or the flow of the race. And 10 cars in that amount of space, it's they turn into pinballs and things happen quickly. So if you don't have people who are maybe anticipating it or anything like that, then it's just going one thing's going to lead to another. And it's kind of the whole Days of Thunder. You just drive towards the wreck, and hopefully it's not there when you get there.
You drive through the smoke, yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
yeah,
uh, so
yeah. I don't know. It does seem interesting. Um,
and then one of the things is too, it's not like sometimes, I always, when I would drive, I try to, if I hear a loud bang, I try to go see where the bang is.
yeah,
But that car necessarily doesn't, the car doesn't go straight. Like they
no,
literally pull to the left so hard that you have to turn right down the straightaway. So like you're counter steering the whole time. And if you look at something, your hand might not go where you need it to go. And next thing you know, you're wrecking your own shit. So it's really kind of one of those things that you have to have intent focus, and you can't necessarily look too far ahead to see where it is or try to avoid what's coming up upon you. And when you drive a car that's 80% left side weight and that turns, that just naturally pulls to the left, and you have to turn right. I mean, there's a whole combination. Those cars don't go right very well, and you typically, in order to have it go straight down the straightaway and counter steer, you technically have more trim to the right than you do the left, and it's just a whole, yeah, it's a mess of making things fast. But
yeah. I don't get the whole fact where you to go straight, you go right.
yeah,
You think you could do something in the radio to prevent that, right?
no, you have to, because you want the car to actually turn road. It trims left on its own.
Sure.
It gets in the corner better that way.
Okay. I
It's
don't know.
faster. I mean, it's a technique that you have to learn. You just can't, but the more you practice with it, the more and more left trim you have. And, and then by the time you're doing it, now you're turning right down the straightaway.
So if you were, let's say you were an on-road guy
Yeah.
like moi,
Uh huh.
um, and well, so I had the opportunity to have a TCR car for me at the Birds. All I had to do was send a speedo.
Yeah.
So I sat there 2 weeks before the race. Speedo showed up. I was like, should I do this? And much like I sent that message to you about should I bring my mod 12 scale? I'm just gonna leave both these fucking things at home.
Yeah.
And because number one, like Snowbirds is probably the oval race right now. Um, maybe the tour, like Masters or whatever it's called, is the other one that people want to win. But it's probably the number one race, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And I guess the other one's Oval Master. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't know if they still have it or not.
Is that the one in Greenville?
Yep. It
Okay.
was.
Yeah,
I
I think
haven't, kind of out of it, so I really don't know for
yeah, I think
certain, but
that
yeah.
there wasn't a lot of promotion for that one this year. So I think that the turnout was small. And then they have like the tour. They have a tour short track and a maybe just a tour championship or something like that. Like I know more about this than you right now. That's scary.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
is.
um, but I was like, I don't need to be that guy, you know, being the utter drain on resources of someone's program.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a dick move. So I was like, I'm not going to do this. But I do plan on running some oval between now and Snowbirds of 2024. and I probably will run Snowbirds Oval 24. What I was thinking about, and here's maybe a game changer. So they have a breakout class, right?
Yep.
Where you're supposed to run like a 5 or 6 second lap.
Correct.
What if you had a mod oval car for breakout?
Yeah, you can run anything you want. You just can't go faster than that time.
Yeah, but just think about it. Imagine your shit does 3 2s.
Yeah.
You just do a bunch of 3 2s in traffic, plowing bitches over for your 6 second lap.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you
yeah.
every time you do a lap, you have to. Are you
I get
saying?
it.
So you're saying doing double?
Yes,
So every 2 laps, the one person's 1 lap.
yes. And you just blow bitches off the track.
Oh,
Think about that. I don't know if anyone has thought about how can I fuck this up more? And I think I have it right here. Because yeah, breakout, you go slower, I'm sorry, faster than 6 seconds, it doesn't count, right?
yep.
But I'm assuming I do like 2 laps and they would just count the second one. No?
Right. Because it'd be
So
over
if
6 seconds then.
yeah, so if you have a car that's
Well,
doing
no, it does not. Oh, fuck, does it?
I'm not sure how it works. So maybe someone knows. And if not, I'm gonna do a little research. But I think this could revolutionize the breakout class. So
Why?
you
Why do
gotta
you want to? Why do you want to go screw with the breakout class?
I don't know, just for fun. Anyway, if I'm gonna piss somebody off, let's piss off breakout. Anyway, because if you just if you built the car a little more tankish and you just plowed through bitches because you had so much more power, it didn't fucking matter. Like you can't race someone
Right.
if you're going 6 second lap speed and that bitch can do threes. There's no way you can race them.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of ducking and diving, though. I mean, whew, that
But those guys aren't going to get 6 second laps because I'm going to send them. They're just going to be on their lid.
you're gonna have to build a tank.
Uh huh.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
and you're gonna need a lot of battery.
Okay.
Might as well run 2 cell.
That might even be allowed in the rules. Who
You
knows?
can. Yeah, I think so. I think you can run anything you should be. Theoretically, you should be able to run anything you want
Mm
because the pace is 6 seconds.
hmm. Mm hmm.
I don't know. You would be the first, and you're making it overly complicated.
And
But
what's that?
you're making it a little overly complicated. But yeah, you would be the first.
I don't know. I think it'd be great. I just clear all the bitches off the track and I win.
Yeah, but what if you get broke?
No, you got to make it unbreakable.
I don't know if that's possible,
Mhm.
especially with bodies these days.
You got to make it like a battle bot.
Break out by pods.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fuck people up.
Oh, that's funny.
BattleBot style.
Yeah, you'll have spinning saw blades and shit on
Sure.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Okay. All
maybe I can
right.
get like an oil slick button. Watch the cars go. Woo!
All right. Dastardly Devil or whatever that guy was,
Yeah,
Muttley.
yeah. Sounds good, right?
Yeah. No, not really, but okay.
All
It's
right.
your little dream. You can live it.
Yeah, dream it, you dreamer.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think I think it could be fun or interesting, but we haven't gotten there yet. So we'll see. Um, I could play a fun game right now. Maybe you know these people. I'm gonna have you play a fun game or two for me, Mangler. It's gonna
Okay.
be called Name This Person.
Okay.
Um, all right, here we go. These are pictures I've stolen off the internet from Snowbirds.
Okay.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
supposed to know who this racer is or something?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't.
Okay. Are these like funny pics of people in compromised positions
Oh
or
no, not at all. We don't
inserting
do
food into their mouth or something?
no, we don't do things like that. That's not right.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
Okay, maybe I do. All right.
There's like 7 pictures of you shoving a banana down your pie hole.
Yeah, damn it. All right, I did this on my laptop. I gotta get the laptop. Okay, so
Great production value here.
while I get the laptop working, um, we can come back to that. So so maybe what we do is we jump into this a little Snowbirds style review.
Sure.
Um, what I'm just gonna start with an open ended question. You can tell me, fuck off. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. Just asking.
Oh,
Did you have fun?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had fun. It was again, I was, look, in order to do this hobby, you have to have some level of competition inside of you, and I'm a highly competitive person, mostly with myself. But regardless, I have a I like to do well. I've had this conversation kind of with myself and other people that, at this state of where I'm at in RC, what is acceptable? What is an acceptable level of performance that I want to work towards, right? Because I don't have the time, I don't have the attention or the ability to practice endless amounts of hours and times, and it just doesn't exist in my life anymore. And so I have to. There's a certain level of return on what you're gonna do. Am I supposed to know who this is?
Yeah. Do you know who this is?
No.
You don't know any of these old guys anymore, huh?
Old, yeah, yeah. I know the old school guys. I just don't know
Yeah.
the new people.
They're not the new people. I have a feeling.
Am I supposed to help you out here because you don't know
Yeah.
who they are either?
Yeah. I think this is Rick Byram. I think.
Okay,
I think.
sounds good.
All right. And then I got another guy. This guy looks very jovial.
The problem is you're gonna show these people and like I should know who they are and I don't, and
That's
they're gonna
fine.
be like,
That's I'm
"Oh my
blowing up
god,
your
man!
spot. Okay.
Uh, oh my god, he doesn't know who I am."
How about this guy?
Yeah, I got no clue.
Okay. All right. Thanks for playing. Uh, all right. That's awesome. I'm excited
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. Way to get those Montech rewards out there.
Yep. Yep.
That's funny.
Got it. Those guys all TQ'd at Snowbirds with
Yeah.
Montec oval bodies.
Well, good job.
We can share one more. I do know who the last guy is.
So, how many people TQ'd with Montech oval bodies?
4.
4. All right.
It's not bad.
No, that's good. How many
Uh,
classes potentially could have TQ'd with Montech oval bodies?
it was any of like the foam style ones. I think it was like
5 or
5 or
6.
6. Yeah.
So there's Dom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dom. That was from I guess it was like
13
13
5.
5 open, maybe.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
So anyway, yeah, talking about snowbirds and so there's a level of how much time and effort I can put in, and of the actual. I have to have a realistic approach of how well I can do, and so there's. I'm a person that if I want to be really good at say RC, I need to practice a lot, and I mean when I mean a lot, like I need to have multiple 18-hour weekends, 18-hour days 3 days a weekend, for like 2 months going up into the race. I'm not like Mark Reinhardt who can just fucking show up and wheel a car. I need time and I need a lot of it. And um, I just don't have that. I don't have the ability. I don't have the facilities. I don't have anything to do that. So I have to. There's a level of what I'm trying to say is there's a level of expectation that I need to account for. What is this?
this is qualifying
No,
result.
no, no. What's the music?
Oh, that was I was getting a phone call.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh no, I get it.
Okay.
But that's some of the reason why I'm asking you these questions is because I believe you have probably the most unrealistic expectations going to these races.
Do I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, you on Saturday, you look like someone just killed your cat. All right, bro. And yeah, well, it'll be funnier to have you laugh and see your face of you laugh, dude. You look like someone killed your cat, and you're like, I'm gonna go pack my shit up and I'm driving the fuck home. And the reality is, how many oval competitive carpet 12 scale races have you done in 2023?
2023.
Yep.
Uh, well, one, I think. Yeah, one.
Which one was that?
That was the Beachline
No,
State
that
race.
was not a competitive. That was not a competitive race, dude.
There
Nope.
was
Sorry.
competition. I mean, there was.
No, no, dudes were circulating. All right. Let's hard pass. All right. So I I
In
also
2023,
yeah,
zero.
in 2023. So I'll answer the question too. How many competitive carpet on road races did I do in 2023?
Zero.
Zero. It's okay. I'm not saying that's why I sucked. All right. Um, how about in 2022? How many competitive 12 scale carpet races did you do?
Well, I ran twice. So I ran once in November, and that's probably not going to count either.
Maybe.
It was at the Turkey warm up race,
Yep.
and I ran at Snowbirds.
Okay, so you ran one. Cool.
The Snowbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
And,
I've won one competitive 12 scale on road race in a year.
and none of those in 2022 were your cars.
No, they were not.
Yeah. So in that, like, dude, I would have been like, I wasn't in the C main. Fuck you all. You know?
No,
No.
no, kid,
No. Okay.
no,
All right. Anyway.
no. Like it's it for me, and this is where maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm delusional. That if it's not a main, it's not. I've failed in one regard or another. I mean, I can't accept it any other way. Like I went back and looked at other results. And I know there was years I didn't try hardly at all and did very much better. But I guess it's because I was been running. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I have not been running. So, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just have higher expectations for myself. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine.
And and yeah, I was I was disappointed in my results.
Yeah.
I,
The only result I was disappointed in was my super stock 12 scale result.
yeah.
And we'll dig through all the ugliness in a minute. Um, but like, I didn't have to set my Can-Am car on fire. I made the main. All right. Like, because
See, you made a main. I like.
yeah. But dude, I haven't TQ'd Snowbirds in a few years. I haven't had a round of TQ at Snowbirds in a few years.
Yeah.
Like I have a few years prior to that.
Right.
And I'm not totally sure why, actually.
Okay.
Because I've had really good cars in between then. So I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, because I TQ'd in what 2018.
Something like that.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I'm only 5 years removed. I should.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you actually had a round 4 TQ, or like a real TQ going to the main. I haven't had a TQ at Birds going to the main ever. I think I've only started like second or third.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't. I just have high expectations, and then I did
Yeah.
not meet those. And I understand that I didn't practice a lot. I don't have a facility to practice at, but I don't know. In some regards, it should be better. But oh well. Sorry if I look like I wanted to. Like my cat just died.
Yeah. You're like,
Well,
you're like,
and another thing, it was like for me, the weekend was over. Race is done.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. But dude, you know what? The next day, um, other people were in the same situation as you. You know what they did? They showed up in the ballroom and they had a fucking fancy shirt on and they looked good. Woo! They looked good.
Yeah.
Brandon Skews, he looked like a fucking $1,000,000. Mhm.
Okay. Well, I always look like $1,000,000. So what is? I mean, there's no. We're not like it doesn't matter. Like that doesn't. That what does that get me? Nothing. You know.
Well, you know,
I mean, obviously, look. The fact that I live an hour away and I can just get the fuck home and I have important things at home, I might as well just do that. Because otherwise, you're just the guy who didn't make the main hanging around for no fucking reason whatsoever. Like, why are you here? You're done. I don't know why I'm here. I thought, it's like just weird. It's like your race is over. You go home. Like, if it was like a normal club race, your day's over. You go home. So my shit was over. I went home. Like, obviously people who have flights or other things that just can't go home and they have to stay, like excuse, by all means. But hang around, do whatever you got to do. But I'm an hour away. Race is over. You go home.
uh,
What?
yeah.
I can't read
Um,
the comments
why can't you read the comments?
because they're too far away.
Oh, you got to put the readers on, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't look like a lumpy sack of pennies. I look like a very large pear. All right, Peter.
Is Peter the only person online? Like, how many people are watching this?
There's 26.
Really?
Yeah, we've had comments from Peter and Gary. So let's throw up Gary's comment. He's asking me what was the touring car body of choice. It was depending upon if you ran mod touring, a Twister one, the OG Twister, which is part number 413, I think. And then in stock and super stock, the Speciale Twister one. Um, and
Which
yeah,
is my favorite body normally.
I don't know. I've never owned one.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm. And he also asked, did someone try an Evo? Bill Sider tried an Evo for Mains Day, and he was running an OG special. I'm sorry, an OG Twister, I think. And he tried some new, like we have these new very light Evo 2s and zero Montec bodies coming. And so he tried the very light Evo, and it was just too loose in the ass for him,
Right.
which is an odd thing for Billy because Billy usually likes it loose in the ass.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So anyway, um, he went back to his Twister and then proceeded to plug his car in, I believe, backwards
Oh.
and blow up a speedo. And then he swapped the speedo, and then he plugged the battery into the new speedo, and that blew up another speedo.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Poor
He
Billy.
he TKO'd two fucking things in like 7 minutes. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
That's
Those Tekins don't have a reverse polarity protection, do they?
they definitely do not.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah.
That's why you should always run Hobby Wing,
Fuck
everybody.
that.
Ah!
Fuck you and your hobby wing. Anyway, um,
So
so
anyway, yes, that's how I felt about my weekend. How did you feel about your weekend?
um, well, as I said, like I was still disappointed with Can Am, and like I tried to set up change for the main, and that fucking didn't work.
Yeah.
And so I was just circulating, and my stock touring, I ran same car in super stock and stock touring.
Right.
Um, I think the car is better in super stock, which doesn't surprise me because the motor I had was better in super stock. And I also spent most of my time running super stock. Um,
But it shouldn't. I when so the years that I ran 17.5 and 21.5. Um, only thing I did different was swap the motor, and obviously the motor and gear. I mean, that's just
Mhm.
obvious. And I
Yep.
took out like 5 clicks of dual rate, and that was it. Like that was the difference in the cars.
Mhm.
Like I didn't have to change anything. I didn't have to like. I just took out like 5 clicks of dual rate.
Yeah, and I think I think it wasn't that the cars were bad. I just think I didn't have the best motor in 21.5. So
Okay.
I tried, I like borrowed motors and blah blah blah, and I finally had to settle on something that ran good for like 4 minutes, and
Okay.
then the last minute was a little not so great. But yeah, I don't know, like especially on Saturday, I feel like the cars were actually pretty good,
Right.
and in the uh, in the 17.5B, I think I could have caught Billy and ran him down, um, but didn't happen. And I had like a good race with Little Bump and with
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
And I was just trying not to peel the shit out of Little Bump. I don't want to be that guy. Because if I could have driven through him initially, I would have chased Billy down.
So wait, hold on. So you're a changed person. Is this what you're saying?
No, no, no.
Because your one Snowbirds victory, where you drove through Jared Parsons in VTA.
Yeah. That was an
Um.
A main, bro.
Huh?
That was an A main, not a B main.
Oh, so B main,
Dude,
no driving through
also,
people,
yeah, yeah.
no
Also,
driving
hold
through
on.
children,
No, no,
and
no,
A
no, no, no.
mains, you drive
Hold
through
on.
children.
Jared Parsons might look like he's 10. He wasn't 10. All right. Homeboy over here, Little Bump, is on a stool and he is like 10.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, but yeah, I'm glad to see that you've grown.
I haven't grown. I will drive through bitches. I was just like, I'm like, this is this kid's first on road race. I'm going to get fucking booed if I peel the shit.
that kid was on the track a lot. Like every time I was practicing, like that kid was on the track.
Well, he was either in the track or waiting in line, waiting for his dad to fix his fucking car so he could run it.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know, but he
yeah.
kid practiced a lot.
Yeah. It's easy if you stand in line and have people throw cars down for you.
Yeah, that's true. That does
The
help.
line was like things I've never seen before at Snowbirds.
Do you think? I mean, do you think this was probably one of the more competitive ones that we've had in the last, say, years?
I would say it was well, let's go to the data and let's see what the data says. All right?
So as far as actual count of cars, I think it was the biggest in like 18 or 17 as
Maybe.
entries. So it didn't quite beat the entry count, I don't think, of those years, but it's obviously been the biggest one post COVID.
And so what I we're looking at a few classes here. So this
Yep.
is the GT12 rubber tire class with Scott Jake tires
Which
there.
Peter Robinson came from fucking nowhere and TQ'd.
Yeah, Peter like stepped on everyone's PPs in that last round.
He
His,
that last, and I know Peter's watching
yeah.
right now, but I mean the feats that he hurdled on Saturday to, I think, he make 3 out of 4 A mains or whatever,
Mhm.
and he wasn't in the A mains to begin with.
Not
Like,
all of them. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he just drove his dick off, and like whatever changes he made
Yep. We all
between
needed
Friday and
whatever those changes were.
I want to know because like
I want to
goddamn.
know. Right.
Because it was rather impressive. I was like, "Fucking this Peter guy!" He's like, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Like
Well,
Rayfield thought he had it so much that he didn't run round 3.
yeah.
And if it wasn't for Peter going faster, he did have it.
Oh yeah,
And then Rayfield tried some crackhead shit in the main, and that didn't work.
yeah. He was
So
done early.
yeah. Anyway, and then we got 12th mod, which is always a fun one. And so like 12th mod was interesting to me
They spelled.
because
Oh, never mind.
um, you had like 3 factors at play. Like you could see the first round. was actually TQ'd by Bruno,
Yeah.
and it was because Mark dumped.
Yes.
And there was decent runs by other folks in the first round, but like unfortunately, Sam had to dig himself out of a fucking real big pile of shit.
Yeah, he lost the bearing, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, in round
And
one.
yeah, so he had to race up from like the D sort or the C sort, whatever it was, and that was a mess because they resort every round.
Yep.
But the other, like the shining light of qualifying, other than Mark Reinhard not crashing, to me is always Donnie Leah. And um, I'm gonna hide this just to so people see the smile on my face. Like Donnie, every once in a while gets in this mode and he just fucking starts crushing laps. And
Yep.
the
He
problem
gets
is
in the
he was
zone.
also blowing out too.
Yeah.
And so he was passing the same dudes like multiple times. And I can only imagine how fucking aggravated they were by it.
Yeah.
Because I would be fucking really pissed off.
Like, and this is the I pass you, and then 3 laps later I blow out and you pass me back, and then 3 laps later I'm back on you.
Yep.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
I hate when I do that. I just personally hate it. Like, I think it was somebody who was, oh, I think it was Van Aert, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, you kept letting me by and I blew out, and then you'd have to let me by again. And like, I really, and like, it only happened once. Sometimes
Yeah.
it happens like 3 times with Donnie in one race. But
Yep.
yeah, um, yeah, I hate when I have to do it. So I don't think Donnie really gives much of a fuck, but
No.
I personally don't like doing that.
No, he doesn't care, clearly. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Mark, grabbed that TQ and then Donnie and then Sam. So that was an interesting little like podium or top qualification lockout.
Uh huh.
Um, but yeah, all right. Let's see what else we got. Can Am. Here we go.
Whew.
This is where the big boys come to play.
Yeah, so we gotta scroll down further to find my name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not going into those sorts. All right. We're
Oh,
only showing
okay.
the stars over here. All right.
Okay, sorry.
So Trandell, I think, had TQ every round thereabout. If he didn't, like I'm trying to scan right now, but he was pretty much the class of the field all
Yep.
weekend.
Yeah.
So he really fucked people up. And then Rayfield, I think, did a really great job. And then in the last round, Wida pulled something out of Zass.
Well, if
And
you look, a lot of people went fast in the fourth round.
yep, yep, I went faster in the fourth round.
I mean, I actually went, my fastest round was in the fourth round too. It just, everyone else went really fast. It went
Yeah,
much faster.
yeah, and I think so. Prior to that, my pace, I did a six, then I had a shitty run round two, and then I did a four. So if I was sitting on my third round time, I would have been out of the main.
Yeah.
And so I did a 1.5 and just missing that extra lap. But the real star, I think, of the show in 12 scale stock was Zachary
Yep. Kid
Fugey.
did good.
That kid was a wheelsman.
Is he
And
12?
what's that?
Was he 12?
I don't know how old him and his brother are. I leave that up to Bill Sider. He's our youth ambassador.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he really took care of business. And hell, even like look at Pete. Like Pete found almost a fucking lap
Yeah.
between round three and
Where'd you
four. So
find that, Pete?
whatever
Jesus
setup change he
Christ.
did, woo, Mango would suck you off for that. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, and we'll scroll down because Mangler's here somewhere. All right, and then so Vanner got in with a 46.802 with a 9. Fabio, who's won multiple 12 scale races in the last 6 months, was our BQ screw. And then you had File Sticker with a 4, Clayton with a 4, Pansica with a 5. And you didn't go. Oh, so you went 5 seconds faster than round two. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, it'd be interesting if your round three was good, what that might have been. Jess was in with the 6. Andrew was on the other lap in 8:02.
I think round 3, if I figured it out, it probably would have been about the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Charlie, who kind of showed up late, he did a 45:803. Skews 45:804. Durla 45:806. Boyce 45:810. I don't want to talk about what Boyce did, but yeah, because we'll get to that.
But yeah,
Uh,
so in this here though, I mean the cutoff was pretty much 46, and that was all the way down to what, 14 people?
yeah, but like you, there was a few guys on their own lap. One, two, three, four. All right, and
Yeah.
realistically, Joe had 5 seconds or 6 seconds on Dager here, who was on his own lap.
Yeah.
And then, me and Zach and Pete and whatever else. So, like, Joe had almost a lap on the field, but there was less than a lap. So it was 05 to,
Yeah, because I was a lap off of Joe and I was whatever.
yeah. So, I think it was pretty close. All right. And then you go to Super Stock and Donnie Leah, they were closing out signups on Tuesday, and Donnie hadn't signed up for any classes. So I signed him up for mod touring, mod 12th, and 13.5. And he texted me back and he said, 13.5, really? You need me, bro? And I said, just bring the fucking car. Run it if you want to run it. All right.
Yeah.
And so you see, he didn't run round one. And let's see, his round 2 time was a 52:806. Let's see, where would that put you? Oh, that would put you 7th on the grid. Literally the first time the fucking guy runs his car.
Yeah.
He's annoying. Anyway, his TQ was he only went a lap and a bit faster, a lap and 4 seconds faster. Dixon was right there at the end. Trendell looked actually pretty good. He actually looked like faster
He
than
was.
most people this weekend.
Yeah.
He was like battling with Donnie, but had some tap outs. And then EA was right there. Rayfield was there. So 1 through 5.
Rayfield came back big on round 4.
Yeah. Rayfield had a run. And
Yeah.
so 1 through 5 were 812s. And then you had Zach in an X-ray, Jan in an X-ray, Peter in an X-ray, and then Johan Wita in an 812. And
Right.
so 53:802. And so Fabio again got the B screw with the 51 flat. Dager was in the B. Panzika in the B. You guys were like one solid fart away from each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Van Aert.
So really, if we were doing so if you really look at it between, because we did an 808.3, and
Yep.
so let's just say the lap was a 9.593, right? The last lap. So there's a second. So within a second and almost 1.7 seconds, I could have been in the A main.
Yep.
That's failure.
Yeah, you just needed to hit 2 less things.
I don't think I hit anything. That was the problem.
If you want, we can dig into that run. But yeah,
there's not a lot. I didn't leave a lot of meat on the table. It was fairly clean.
Okay.
So.
And then here I am with my loserish 51:807. It's bad when your round 3 is the thing you're sitting on.
Yeah.
So like, look here, bad. Your round 3 is what you're sitting on. So round 4, you fucked up.
For the most part.
Round 4, I fucked up too. I did something. I don't know what.
Well, that was the thing. Like we ran that 4th qualifier, and like everybody was just going faster, and I was like, Jesus Christ!
Not you or me.
Yeah.
So when you don't go faster, you get fucking aired out. That's what happened.
Well, I did go faster.
No, you did not.
Oh, I didn't.
See the thing that's bolded? That's round 3, kid.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't.
All right. Anyway, Formula One, that was raced. Shout out to Will for making a main.
Hell yeah, Will
Touring
Sheffield.
Amateur, That was
Good job,
raced
bud.
next. Um, Mod touring. All right, so this is always a little bit fun. Note here, only Ollie Payne went faster in round four.
Yeah, that was interesting. Round four did not prove well for the mod touring guys.
Yeah. Also note how Drew Ellis stuck it in the main while
Okay.
driving from the wheelchair stand.
Yes. Great job, Drew.
Yeah, that was
I
pretty impressive.
I sent him a message today. I said I was very impressed and he did a great job and he should be proud because I don't know if I could stick it in the A main at Snowbirds in mod 12 scale or mod touring car. Well, I couldn't even stick it in the A main in a mod touring car, period. So, like,
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that he was able to do it from a wheelchair is even more
yeah,
impressive. So,
yeah. And so there 21 people tried mod touring. You know,
yeah,
some of them should have raced it anyway. And then we got stock touring. So this was, I want to say, the big class, 43 entries. I don't think there was anything bigger. Maybe you can look and figure that out. But yeah. So anyway, EA, this was his first of two TQs. Um, and you see he basically went the same speed around four.
yeah.
So real close. Jan blew out like on the first lap in round four. So that didn't go well for him. But G, Xavier, Mockler, and Martin Huddy all went faster in round four. A few other guys DNFing in round four. Interesting. Clayton put it into the show in round four, it looks like. Um, and then Brian Card was the BQ, uh, followed by Billy, Chase, myself, Martin, Anthony, Dylan, Panther, Peter, and then Little Bump. And then Brent was the CQ. And then you had Super Stock. And yeah, so EA double TQ'd. He definitely dick slapped everybody this weekend. Dixon was right there. Jan was right there. G was there. Like these are all close times. Like
Yeah.
G missed TQ by 1.7 seconds. So that shit's real close.
Yeah.
Xavier was fifth. Look at this. This is Max, my friend. That's a fucking failure right there. Um, that's
Yeah,
what I call
he
a Larry Fairtrace, where you
oh yeah,
fucking stand on your first round TQ or your first round time.
time. And then
Yeah,
DNF 3 times in a row.
yeah. Anyway, um, and then Martin Drew again putting it in the main. Guthrie putting in the main on his round two time, which is interesting.
Well, Drew was round one as well.
Yeah,
So was Huddy, round one and twos.
yeah. And then Cider was the screw, Little Bump, then me, then Lex, then Corey, Furman, Panther, Crowder, Morris, Harry, and Alan was the CQ. So yeah, it's interesting. They raced VTA, and then they raced 21.5 USGT. So that was qualifying at the Snowbird Nationals, and then final results. It would be nice if it showed the qual order and whatever else, but it doesn't. Peter took GT12, which is cool. Blake, I think, finished second in GT12 last year, getting a second again this year. Mod 12th, Mark went tone to tone. Alex raced up from like fourth,
Yeah.
and he looked pretty fast. Word on the street, he might have bought some batteries before the main.
Ooh.
Uh, GT12, K&M, Trandell, Rayfield, then Dager, Zach, and then Peter, he raced up pretty good.
Yeah.
Dave, Johan, Wita, Van Aert, and myself circulating. And the real person to talk about is Boyce, because the B main of fucking you were in it, so you didn't get to see. All right, let's go look at your face and your facial expression. Can you explain to us what it was like to drive the most epically terrible 12 scale stock race I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
It was kind of like the model
Oh
race.
shit! Oh shit! But all the cars finished
They
almost.
all finished, but well, I didn't finish. My
Oh, okay.
shit broke. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it was like I had the lead for like literally one corner, and then got peeled and shot off the track, and
Hot.
then and then and then got put back on the track, and was within, at some point, had worked myself up to where I was only like a second or two away from the lead, and then I don't know what happened. I broke. Something broke. I don't know if the wheel bearing finally just gave up from getting shot off the track or what, but
Was it your will that was broken?
no, the wheel bearing.
Oh, I thought it was your will. No.
My wheel? No,
Yeah.
no, my wheel was still there. I
Oh.
had no wheel bearing.
Oh, all
Yeah, it was TKO'd by the fucking shot heard across the world, I guess. But so
right.
anyway, but yeah, it was, there was a lot of lead changes. I actually got to watch most of it because I was done by like 3 minutes of an 8 minute race, so I got to watch most of it. I mean, and yeah, there was a lot of pass attempts, and uh, yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get my camera back in focus.
Uh,
Didn't work.
and yeah, Doctor Love over there, he ended up uh, going to the A main, holding
Yeah.
off all the hard chargers.
And I don't think he even knew how he did it.
Just got lucky. I'm not lucky, but I mean, like, I don't know, just
Something.
the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very odd that the person who qualifies 10th ends up winning the B main. I mean, that just doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
So, but hey, good job. Shout out to him.
Yeah. And then yeah, his A main appearance ended with a bunch of yelling and screaming. That's all I know.
Oh, what was he
Yeah,
yelling and screaming about?
I'm not gonna share. I don't
What'd
need.
you do? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. All right. It wasn't
Okay.
okay. Um, and then in the main here, this almost looked like the 12 scale GTP Can-Am B main of Super
Oh
Sport.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Okay. I didn't get to watch this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you were at home. Anyway,
Well, I watched some
so
of them from home. So fuck off.
anyway, um, yeah. So Rayfield, I don't know what happened to Rayfield. He was up there, but something happened to Rayfield. Zach had a rough one. Um, but yeah, Donnie won. Probably we all expected that somehow or another. Donnie won.
Yeah.
Trandell had a little bit of a tap out situation happening, and I think he got into it with a few people. But yeah, those things happen. F1, Dager took the TQ and the win.
Yeah.
John Barron qualified second and got second. And Will Sheffield raced up from ninth to eighth.
Hey, first day main
Yeah, first
at
day main.
Snowbirds.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he was excited.
Hey, I would be too if I made the A main. I
Oh yeah,
did
you
not.
would have been.
So
Would you have been acting like Will?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to have happen. You know what? I bet if you wore the singlet, you would have made the main.
No.
You never know. Anyway, all right. So amateur, Jimbo Dove took the win. All right, and then touring mod, which was the last race of the day. It was actually a good little race going on between Bruno and Mark.
Yeah.
Um, unlike in F1, where I thought Dager was playing with his food, I don't think Bruno was playing with Mark. Like Mark legitimately looked like he had a run at the end,
Yeah.
but he just tapped for the
He
second
tapped
time.
early in the race, and yeah.
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 So,
It was a good race. I mean, Mark, he had the new car. They were working on it, trying all kinds of things.
yep. Him and Sam ran the new car,
Yep.
and I
Max
will
did
say,
in stock.
Yeah, I will say a little shout out here to Lex Tyler, who is the B main bump up winner. Um, Lex put a pass on Felix Law that involved using more power than Felix.
Yeah,
Felix is Mr. More Power.
right.
So I don't know how that happened. So Felix, this is me calling you out. We need to have more power again. All right. All right. Touring stock. What do we got here? Um, EA going tone to tone, crushing
Why
fuel.
does Craig's always have X-ray next to his name?
I don't know. He's not X-ray. That's correct. It's fake news. Um, and then Jan and G, and then Craig, Max, Martin, Stefan, and Clayton, who didn't run because he was sick. Yeah. All right. And then how about super stock? So again, EA gave everyone the double wang. Um, Dixon and Craig. Here we go. A nice little lockout there.
Yep.
Jan, Martin, Max, G. G was up there. I think he had a little tapperoonie or something. And this
G
is
stuff
the
was good all weekend. He
yeah,
just
it
like
was
yeah,
pretty
he had the taps, seems.
yeah. You know, it's hard. You're pushing. And then Cider, this is the one where he blew his shit up twice. Yeah. So it's
That's
unfortunate.
sorry, Bill. That's I don't mean to laugh at that,
Yeah,
but
he meant to laugh at you, Bill. He's that guy. And then VTA, Corey Craig, he took his nice little cap and whooped everyone's ass again. And in USGT, Stefan Schultz took the win. So that is that. But yeah, I don't know. Like Snowbirds, it's always a little interesting. Like I spent, to be fair, I spent almost all of my time on my touring cars. And by touring cars, I really mean one touring car because I gave
yeah.
up on the carbon fiber touring car like almost instantly.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
I tried it the first day.
Yeah.
And I ran it like maybe 2 packs worth,
Okay.
and I was like, nah, this ain't for me because
What was
like
wrong? What was it doing?
it was just more stuck in the track. Like the
Okay.
metal car was rotating better,
Okay.
and it actually felt like really good.
The aluminum car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly not good enough, but not bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I spent a lot of fucking time on touring car, and then have two B mains. They were at least at the front of the B mains, not the back of the B mains.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to not have multiple B mains.
Well, I mean,
Um,
if you go through the mains that in touring car, I mean, it was a kind of a murderer's row of competition.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, but
there was no ducks out there to be had.
but
No.
the reality was 10 years ago when I ran a lot more touring car, I was in the murderer's row. So,
Were you?
yeah, I was, bitch.
Were you?
Uh huh. Do I need to start pulling up some results?
Oh, I don't know, but okay, if you want to say so. No offense, you're my friend,
That's fine.
and I
Here,
love you.
let
But I
me.
don't know if like you were like, I don't know if like you showed up to a touring car race and everybody's like, oh fuck, we gotta watch Hanulik.
All right, here. I'm just gonna make sure people
I
remember.
know you've made
You
the A
forgot
main.
about Dre, bro. That's it. You forgot about Dre, son.
I mean, I also finished third in 13.512 scale one year too. So like,
That's fine.
I mean, I get it, but I don't know like if you're like, oh shit, Hanulik's here, we're fucked now.
Well, maybe not. Not that.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But I used to make a lot more A mains. Just saying.
I hear you.
And I think the 2016 Snowbirds, I think I qualified third in super stock, and I was like fifth in stock.
Yeah.
So that was when we had the khaki chassis car. That fucking car was the tits. I loved
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that was a
Khaki,
good car.
khaki
But
chassis.
anyway,
Yeah, because that was the first 800 car. So yeah.
yeah, I love that car. It
Yeah.
worked. They eventually made a chassis where they offset the arms. This is when we had short arms, little T-Rex
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
and we I liked the car that had the square arms on it. So like they were the same size front and rear.
Yeah.
That I preferred that. So
Okay.
anyway,
So yeah, no, Birds was interesting. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I like the challenge. Oh, he's the guy to watch when he starts track.
yeah, I had the traction rolls on Tuesday, and I backed it down a little bit. I don't think I should have. I should have kept the traction rolls.
Yeah. How do you think the track changed throughout the week?
Uh,
Because I really felt that obviously my cars, say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, felt pretty good. Friday was a little and then Saturday, like track changed to a point where I had no idea what was going on.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Like,
I mean, by my performance, I was progressively getting faster. Rounds one, two, three
yeah,
was a little bad day, but that's okay. But the cars were still fast. And then Saturday came, and I was just like, my shit just doesn't want to run.
I I think for me, like personally, round two, I should have just went to sleep. I shouldn't even run round two.
Yeah.
I was so fucking tired by then. I was like, fuck this noise.
How are you tired?
Bro, I got in really fucking late. When I got into the pits on Monday night, aka Tuesday morning at 1:40 a.m.,
Yeah.
all you bitches were asleep.
Yeah. I know. I missed the White Castle.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
And so everyone was fucking asleep. There was like, I think Dave Vera was there, and I don't know who else was fucking there. I saw Sam. I said goodnight to Sam, and that
Yeah.
was it. So I painted a fucking body. I did this. I did
Yeah, you
that.
did work. This was really funny because like I fell asleep and like I heard you coming in the room and I'm like, oh hey, glad you made it. Did you have, whatever? And like and I'm like, so it was something along the lines of like, did you get everything set up? He's like, you're like, bro, dude, like I painted a body, I fucking did this, I did this, I did this, and I go, what time is it? You're like, it's 4:30, and I'm like, god damn.
Mhm.
I was like, holy shit. Like,
Yep.
yeah, you did do some work. And then
Yep.
like literally like 20 minutes later I woke up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I showed up downstairs at like 7.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know. I think with the world of telecommuting, what I need to do is just show up to Florida on Sunday night or Sunday, work from Florida, and then 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever East Coast time, that I can do
Yeah.
whatever bullshit I need to do,
Yeah.
and then I'd be a little less fucked the next day.
Yeah. We told you that before and you're like, oh fuck this. I don't know. I don't need to do all that.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
do this every year.
I don't know. Um, but like I do think I had a lot of stuff really ready though by the time I got there. I was really just mounting an M22 body,
Yeah, because you hadn't had one yet.
and I already had tires cut. Like I
Yeah.
didn't pull the Truer out on fucking Tuesday at all.
Right.
Um, so yeah, for the most part, I had a lot of shit right. It was
So
mostly like,
Tuesday night, we actually went over to St. Pete
oh yeah,
and we went to a concert.
maybe that's where everything went sideways.
Nah, man, I went to that same concert. I
Yeah,
mean, Wednesday is a practice day. We didn't miss anything Wednesday.
no, but it was a good time. Like it was a really good show. Whatever that theater is called,
Janice.
Janice. Um, it's a really nice open air, like
Yeah.
relatively small, but yet you don't feel super claustrophobic.
Mm-mm.
And there's fucking beer like um, 20 feet, maybe 40 feet to your left. And there's like a bathroom like maybe 60 seconds away if you're a dude. That's fucking pretty tight. So it's a nice little situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Great concert viewing.
yeah. So I had a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad.
And
I did too. It was
again, big
I
thank you to setting that up.
yeah,
I had a great time,
no problem.
and I
Yeah,
got to
the
see
I've
Death Cab again for like the second time, and I saw them in like November or December or something like
yeah.
that. So I've seen them a lot already.
I like Death Cab. I really do. I wouldn't say I'm a Death Cab fan though.
Yeah.
Like I like their music. It's on my playlist,
Hmm.
but like I'm not like
Yeah.
I don't know the dude's name. I mean, it's like
His
Pearl Jam.
name's
I know
Ben.
like facts and shit,
Yeah.
right? Like I just know they exist, and
Yeah.
like the sound and how his unique vocals was so above everyone else just still blows me away. Like it was so good, and I was like, wow, this is like just the sound alone is just worth going to that show. I thought so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
but
I
yeah,
enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was good. Um, and it
I
was
mean, you
fun,
slept
having.
most of the way back, so I don't know what the fuck
Uh,
your problem was.
oh, bro, yeah. My battery on my cell phone was dead, and my fucking internal battery was dead too. So my,
Yeah, you
yeah.
slept all the way back,
Uh
and
huh.
then so we were
One
back by
thirty.
1,
Yeah.
and so we had to get up in like 5 hours.
Yeah. I think I probably woke up at 4.
Yeah, you did get up a little earlier than I did, but I was just like, "There's no point." Like, and
Yeah.
like I got up and I walked downstairs Wednesday. You're like, "Dude, it's fucking horrible right now." Like, like that's why I slept in.
Yeah. Well, I like to, if I were to be going to work, I would like to go take a shit and then have a shower and then, maybe get some food.
Yeah,
And so I just skipped one of those steps. I'd take a shit and then I'd get some food and
yeah,
then I'd be ready for business. So
yeah. So, but yeah, so that's Wednesday, and then like Wednesday night, it was funny. Like I went to bed early because like you guys were like going out to dinners and shit, and I'm like, I'm going to bed, and like I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or whatever, and you're just fucking just laid out on the couch, or on not the couch, but the bed with your clothes on still. I was like, you went hard. So I think that's what did it. That right there.
I don't think it was. I don't even know where I went on Wednesday. I think. I think I
Somebody was
might have.
telling me you were down in the bar just pounding beers or something.
Hmm. So I think. I think I had one beer and that was it. Yeah.
But yeah, it like I mean, when you know how it is when you're like really fucked up and you get home and you just go to bed with your clothes on. That's what you did, and I'm like, he must have went out hard.
No,
And
I just think I was tired, bro.
either
So
way, it was
Pete
impressive.
has a real question. What did I think of the M22? Um, so this is the Montech M22, and I I raced I raced it in all the qualifiers. Um,
Let me
I
be
didn't
right back.
have any real problems like with placement of the car or anything like that. So I thought it was decent. I went back to back with my favorite body, which is the Audi, the BA 002 Audi, and I didn't see a reason to not run the M22, so I ran it. But yeah, I thought it was decent. It wasn't hateful by any means, um, and it survived the beating, which I probably would have been on two different Blackguard bodies by that time. And the body still looks good. So I I am kind of grumpy about wasting time on race paint or at least not running the race paint. Although I'm very happy, I prepared a new body for I guess it was like Q1 or Q2 of 13.5, and
Did you run it in 13.5?
no, I did never tried it in
Okay,
13.5.
go ahead.
But I prepared a new body in M20 for I think it was Q2 of 13.5, and I pulled out a painted body, like a race paint body from Bangu, and I was like, "Should I mount this?" And I'm like, "Well, I was trying a different mounting hole, and I was like, well, I don't know if I like how forward this is or how forward it isn't." So I was like, "I'll just take a yellow," and fucking body got TKO'd in that goddamn qualifier. And I was on the stand basically yelling at people in the heat. I'm like, "You guys are a fucking bunch of savages," because our shit was getting blown the fuck up. And yeah, it was bad.
I
And so
understand.
that body got ripped in half and fucking put in the trash can. I get to cut out a brand new one for Q3. Hooray.
I tell you what, you do. I do admire your ability to not only mount and cut out a body within 4 rounds of qualifying. That's pretty impressive. That's a feat that I don't think I could do.
Well, I can do a body in, I don't know, 20 minutes or less. If I had to, 20 minutes. No problem.
Yeah, it looks like it too. But yeah,
Whatever. Gets
yeah,
around the track.
it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Tyrion
Hey, Taryn, you want to be on the podcast? Oh,
just
it's
strolling
dinner
in.
time. Is it dinner time? You want kibble? Uh-huh. You want
Your
kibble, huh?
dog eats dinner at like 5:30.
He eats at 5.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, now he's gone.
No, no, he's just trying to get me to follow him.
Oh, okay. Anyway, but yeah,
Look at
it's
this guy right here. I missed this guy. I think I know who this is.
yeah, we used to know this guy.
Yeah. Remember when
He
he used to
doesn't.
go to Snowbirds? I
Yeah,
missed him.
yeah. He
Mm.
was. Yeah. I mean,
And
he's the only guy that looked less unhappy than me.
oh God. Um, I do have to say, us doing this only on YouTube, the names of people popping up is a little different,
Okay.
which I think is interesting. I do want to hit this question here. Did Sam's lack of performance or lack in performance since he was wrenching on Reinhardt's car? I don't think so. Sam got unlucky. That's my gut feel. Um, so his 12 skill car wasn't perfect. But the sadder parts were like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, and even up to like before the qualifying started. I thought Sam won practice in 12 scale mod, and yeah, he was like the first guy doing 7/8s and 7/9s, and other people just kind of caught up. So yeah, that's interesting. Touring car, it was about I think the normal. Um, he and the mod the mod the mod guys with Automatics cars, I don't think ever feel hey, little Tyrion, stop barking at the birds outside, buddy. I don't think they ever feel 1,000% at birds. And like one of the things I did was I ran long links on my car, like I run on asphalt, and I don't think that put me at any real disadvantage. I don't think the car didn't rotate good enough or transition good enough. Might have made me more stuck than I needed to be. But I think the other thing that people got behind on, where it took so long to like run the tires in, so that they didn't suck balls, that you might have run your tires too long, and you would have been better on a newer set of tires. So I think that was one of the other like challenges, along with people were throwing like all different sorts of guesses at like, well, if I put this weird sauce on, and then I put some other weird sauce on, and then I look at it weird, and I wipe it down real fast, um, like you got all these different results. So, not only is the tire kind of hard, but you're also then dealing with like a massive combo of sauces out there. And one round I made my car have a monster paint job on the side where it looks like it's rippled, just because I tried Mighty Gripper yellow and I did it quickly while the fucking body was on, and then I was
It ate
done
all
and
the
my
paint.
fucking body was jacked up. So
Yeah.
yeah, um, and no one's
So do
gonna
you
agree
think
to this.
that that would be one thing that the Snowbirds really needs to like do something about?
Yeah, like if we could have less sauce games at Birds, that would be good. I don't know how.
Right.
Um, and then bring
Well, they
back the
do it at other big races. Why can't they do it at this race?
because you don't have everyone in one little area. You could fucking pit in your room. If you made it a spec tire or a spec sauce race, you'd
Yeah,
see half the guys pit in the room.
true. Yeah, I get it.
So I don't know. And what I will throw out there is
No,
uh, foam tires involve touring cars and tire truers. There might have been still touring cars and tire truers being used at this event. I'm just gonna fucking throw that bomb out
allegedly.
there. Anyway, so yeah, I look forward to spec sauce at the 2023 Roar on road carpet electric nationals at Murfreesboro Tennessee Apex Raceway and Hobbies proprietor is Eric Anderson. He's probably going to dick stomp us all again.
Yeah.
And
What classes you gonna run there?
great question. I had signed up for 12th stock, 12th super stock, and stock touring.
Okay.
Today I sent an email to Clayton Young changing my classes.
2.
Super stock 12th, super stock touring, and you can just guess the last one.
Well, it'd be wiser if it was stock 12 scale.
I said changing my classes.
Oh, so who? Mod touring?
I think so.
You think
The,
so?
the hope is I have a different speedo and motor to run that weekend.
Oh, a little
The hope,
little Corsa Tech action,
maybe. See,
maybe. Yeah.
see.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bum,
But
bum, bum, bum. None of it's road legal. Bum, 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 bum.
mod speedos don't need to be legal.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. You can run any bullshit you want, huh? All right.
What has to be legal about it?
I don't fucking
Blinky?
know. I don't know.
Nope. Yeah.
So
So
the motor does though.
yeah, we'll see.
Uh, Oh, next
We
year. All right.
next year, baby.
All
So
right.
weeks, maybe you know. Can I run a mod oval car and go 3 2s down the line and have that be applicable for a breakout class where my 2 3 2s would be a 6 second lap?
So basically, he'd run 2 laps. Everybody's one.
Uh huh.
Meanwhile, shooting cars off the track like BattleBot style.
I don't know if it's really applicable or not, but it could be fucking amazing.
It'd be must-watch TV, that's for sure.
There would be so many children crying. It would be
Oh,
so fucking awesome.
you'd piss off so many rednecks. It'd be great.
Dude, I'll show up with a redneck. All right. I'll be like, I'm just like you guys.
Mullet in America shirt.
Yes. Yes. So
So,
anyway.
I think, but overall, I think the Snowbirds was a fun time. I enjoyed it. And I whether I put too much expectation on myself or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's just what I expect. I didn't have to be both. It could have just been one. But
What, you just want to make one main?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, one would have been better than none.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So
You know,
I truly thought I had a shot at 13.5, but
I think you did too. You were like a sea hair away.
yeah,
So you know what you needed?
that's my class. I do better in that class than any of them. I don't know why. I always have.
Didn't you TQ stock 12 scale at Snowbirds?
Yeah, but like overall results,
Oh, okay.
even and like consistency of always making the main
Yeah.
in 13.5 has always kind of been there.
Yeah.
Whereas stock or Can-Am, yeah, it was kind of a higher low. So that was all. I don't know, for whatever reason I feel that I do better.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, like after running stock touring and super stock touring, I'm like, ooh, I much prefer super stock touring. It's so much less slow. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I don't know if I would want to go any slower than 17.5 in touring car.
I don't know. It's very slow. Like, and remember, like when I qualified third at Snowbirds and super stock, that was 13.5.
Right.
So now, mind you, they weren't that fast then, but still,
Yeah.
I feel like they had some grunt or something.
Yeah. Well, you got a little woohoo going down the straightaway.
Yeah, I feel like you get a little woohoo out of the corner. Even Can-Am motors had woohoo out of the corner. They went nowhere down the straightaway.
Yeah. I don't know. Can-Am motor, I hate those. I hate that. That's just stupid. And I get that everyone's on the same motor and this and that. And look, it has its place. And it's not like and trust me, it's not like I have like some motor sponsor giving me like the best motors ever. Like I buy my motors just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And
What do you think about this idea? Sauce in tech, like the tires have to show up dry. I don't think this will work for rubber tire because you can put all this bullshit on your tires ahead of time.
yeah, and even like foam tires,
Yeah,
you could
but you
dry them
could
pretty
tell if
good.
foam has like something else on it. Like you could just take the car, run it over like a white piece of paper, and you could be like, this thing has something on it
It
or
has
something.
to pass the flame test. If it doesn't catch on fire, then it's good.
Oh, could that be a good test? What could go wrong? Like LiPo batteries and
No,
matches.
no. One year, oh, one year, many years ago, we were running 12 scale mod oval at Sandhills, and I had this right front tire that was a red, which is basically gas car foam. It was mounted on a rim, and it was good. It made the car, since this is also a banked track, so
Yeah,
right foam was very important. And so if you ran, I could run the tire, but it took about 5 laps for it to come in. But if I right before the race, right before I put the car down, if I would spin the tire and light it on fire with a
shut
lighter,
up.
like literally fire, and I would put it out real quick, shit was dialed from the get go, kid.
You just
TQ'd.
need a tire warmer.
I don't know, but I ended up TQing that race. Fucking, it was awesome. They're like, and like one time I forgot. I'm like, whoa, 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 wait, 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 wait. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I need my car. I pulled out the fucking Bic and yeah. Which was what's even funny is that like it's totally illegal and it's in the Royal Rulebook, but no one ever said anything on it.
Okay.
But
Do
yeah,
do spec foams light on fire?
spec foams, yeah, they'll
Yeah.
light on fire. It's the sauce that lights on fire. You're just burning off the sauce.
Oh, okay.
So the sauce is what's flammable, and the fact that the sauce is still kind of on there a little bit, that's what catches on fire. But the fact that the tire was on fire would heat up the rubber enough to where it actually would start working right away instead of waiting 5 laps. Yeah. Crazy shit we used to do.
I'll have to check the raw rule book.
It's last I checked, it was still in there. You
You know
can't.
what standard it is? Is it 12.2.4.
It has something to do with heating tires. The fact you can't use an open flame.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically you're just burning off any residue sauce, which is actually probably for like our 12 scales would be a great thing because we always try to wipe all the sauce off of them and
Yes.
bounty paper towels and so on and so forth. Like if we just burn it off, it would all be gone and our tires would be dialed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about.
You're gonna melt. Like you put sauce on your car while you're standing in line and you melted your body with that. I can't imagine you with an open flame.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Yeah, famous last words. What could go
Yeah.
wrong? Hey y'all, watch this. Like
Hey, somebody hold my dog. Watch
yeah,
this.
yeah, hold my beer, hold my dog, whatever, something.
What do
Yeah,
you think,
it
Julie?
would.
Yeah. Should we do that? Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know. I think the sauce sort of situation is a problem at Birds, but I don't know what you do about
Yeah, I don't know either.
that.
It is kind of it's just its own shit show as it is, and just kind of have to deal with it. So, uh, what are your thoughts now that you've actually got to officially see the new Awesomatics? What are your
Oh,
thoughts?
um, so good question. Um, I think a lot of it's the same, but the major point that's different is the dampener.
Yep.
Um, there's other subtle points that are different.
Hmm.
Like they took away the like locating pins on like the bulkheads,
Yeah.
and they solved that with a very interesting solution that I'll make sure everyone waits and sees to see when
Okay.
it gets done. Um,
Or
but yeah,
this, I didn't see it. Okay.
okay. Well, all right. I'll tell you what it is. It's a special screw. These guys are the kings of special screws.
Oh.
And
So
so
the
it's not
screw.
an M3x6 flathead. It's an
Uh,
M. I don't know what the fucking part number is. It'd be called M. Go fuck yourself. All right, and it's a flathead, and it has a shoulder on it, and then it has threads.
oh.
And the shoulder is the thing that locks the bitch into the fucking chassis.
Huh.
That is next level shit right there.
Yeah. All right.
So
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't catch that part of it, but
yeah,
I definitely like the dampeners. I like the fact that you can put a couple hours in them. I like that. But we kind of already saw all that. So
yeah.
yeah.
And we were wrong about some of the stuff.
Yeah.
The arms are on the chassis.
Yep.
All right. The arms, there's a left arm and a right arm.
Mhm.
There's no longer a longer or shorter arm, but there is a left and a right. Um, there is no dampener cylinder that goes into a holder. It's all one piece.
Yeah.
What else can I tell people about? Um, I think we're gonna need a few videos on how to build the dampeners.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's gonna be in the past, you
We had
know,
to we had to learn.
yeah, you had to
Yeah.
learn. Like Billy made a little tool. He
Yeah.
made the P63 tool that helped.
Yeah.
In the past we had, like you have to think about it. That the V2 dampener, the D2 dampener, originally, it had the four blade thing that went in, and it had foam,
Yeah.
and then it had a little ball,
Yeah.
and then it had something that looked like a golf tee.
Yeah.
So it went through variations of how to keep oil in it.
Yeah.
And then they came up with the last thing where it had the ADC cap as an option.
Yeah.
And so that was the fourth generation of that shit. And, um, all of that was interesting. Um, you know, as the product just evolved and evolved and evolved. This is even more interesting in how it tries to
Yeah.
do stuff. There's progressive dampening.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking understand that shit yet.
Uh,
It made my head hurt. They showed me. I'm like, what the fuck? You take some like little piece of metal and you flip it like 180 degrees, and now you get progressive dampening. And I'm like,
yeah. Next level stuff, kids.
yeah.
Getting ready to look forward to it. Can't wait.
And
So when the kids shipping? No.
so good question. I think
Nobody
the
knows.
reality is, from what I understand, um, the some of the guys were having to rebuild their dampeners every day.
Yeah.
So they need I think we're waiting on an O-ring.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so,
Some
you know, I,
tweaks.
I know there will be more of these kits floating around.
Yeah.
They will be seen at tracks, but I don't think it's going to go to the mass market yet until everyone's happy with shit and no one's like angry that, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. My fucking shocks need to get rebuilt the next day.
Yeah. We might have to push out the release a little bit just so that we can fix some things that have been found.
Yeah.
Which, I rather you do that
Do
than
you want 200 new angry customers or,
yeah.
a few grumpy ones? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not sure what you do, but
Well, I mean, if you apply this to the real world, I mean, Ford did that with the Bronco.
mhm.
They had a problem. They realized it. Instead of just shipping out cars to dudes and women, that they just said, "Nope, we're just gonna fucking hold your Bronco here,
Yep.
and until we get our fix, and then we'll
Mhm.
fix them all, and then you get to have your Bronco."
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
So, the whole Chinese New Year thing is definitely a challenge.
yeah,
And, so you gotta wait for fucking places to open back up. You gotta go remake a mold. You gotta go fucking make something happen.
yeah.
That's what's happening.
So, all right.
So
So it could be a delay.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. And then there's one or two other fancy questions that I saw
Fancy questions.
show up.
I'm glad the chat still works. I had questions of whether or not the chat would still
No,
work.
it's totally gonna work. But like people need to make sure they have a Facebook, or I'm sorry, YouTube login, and then they can
Yeah,
ask questions.
yeah.
Um,
Like and subscribe and share.
yeah, that all that stuff.
We had actually, it was actually, speaking of why you're pulling that up, it was nice to get all the feedback at Snowbirds, of all the people who are like, "Hey, I love the show. I listen to it all the time."
People
Um,
like to watch it live.
yeah, which
You
doesn't make
guys are
sense to
all a
me.
bunch of crazy voyeurs, all right? And
Yeah,
you love it.
like creepers. Like this
Uh,
isn't fucking porn cam or whatever, or
Bang Bus.
chatterbait.
Oh, Bang Bus is my favorite.
Oh yeah, but
That
like
was
yeah,
the
everyone thinks this is like chatterbait where it's live and we're just gonna start fucking or something. I don't know,
thanks.
but yeah, no,
If you want,
it
you
was
can
great.
see Tyrion's penis
Oh,
right here.
whoa, there's a red lipstick.
No,
Whoa,
it's
back
not
up
out.
now.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, the it was nice to for all the people that said, "Hey, I love the show. Thank you. I watch."
Hmm?
But yeah, the biggest thing was people were like, "I love watching live," and then the other thing was like people were like, "Yeah, I listen to it when I'm working on my stuff," and that I think that's pretty cool because we make it part of your build, and
Hmm.
that's awesome. Like you're there wrenching on your shit, and you're listening to us two dumbasses.
Yep. Yeah. I'm busy storage charging all my batteries right now.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do that when I was at the event. I was fucking so just killed. So I'm going through all my packs right now, and I didn't know if you heard the beeping. That's
Uh.
like, yeah. So I'm just trying to make sure everything's good. I don't think Sam ran the old car at Birds. He only
No.
ran the new car, from what I'm aware. The other question I can't find anymore. I think it was about, well, what batteries did Alex buy? And I'm gonna say it's probably on someone's chest here. And Eric says he likes Rat Tracks better. Is this one Rat Tracks or is the other one Rat Tracks? I don't know. That's the question. So, again, hopefully you guys realize we're trying to build the subscriber numbers. We want to see Mangler in this fucking singlet. And yeah, so it also, needs viewership and all this other stuff. So we'll see what the statistics tell us. And yeah, but we're gonna try this all through February, and
Yeah, no Facebook
no
February.
Facebook February. So yeah, suck it, Elon, or no, wrong guy. Suck it, nerd who built Facebook to hit on women, whatever that nerd's name is. I can't remember anymore.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. Anyway, but
Zuckerberg.
yeah, suck it, Zuck. We're going to be on the other guys' platform
Yeah,
only.
that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who's the douche with YouTube? Is there one?
no,
Mm.
it's Google. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I know Clayton renamed us, and maybe Rat Tracks is better. Maybe that will hit more Google searches. People will be looking
Oh,
up.
is that what he called us when he
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
having
You
at a
yelled at it. It
podcast?
was great.
He called it rat tracks.
Yeah,
That's fucking horrible.
it was great. I loved it.
Ugh, Jesus, Pete. We get the guy elected and he stabs us in the back. Like
Yeah,
just
no,
to
we
get
get
to,
him elected, and then he gives us a cold. That motherfucker.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, dude, he's working himself to the bone out there with this war. He's changing everything. You know,
Is he? Is he? No.
Come on, shut the fuck up, Izzy. So let's just say, I hope that there's a certain guy who used to run RMT that he returns all of the tech tools to Roar.
Oh,
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
there could be some missing tools.
Yeah, and yeah,
He's holding them hostage.
hostage. Yep, hostage, bro.
Oh wow, this is getting
Yep.
petty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty petty to me.
Yep.
Uh,
So hopefully all that stuff will show up. Otherwise, I'm gonna guarantee you next week we're just gonna talk about that incessantly. And then the week after, we might have a special show on it. We
okay.
might call his
Ooh.
house. It'll be
Ooh.
great.
Just show up.
No, I don't want to do that. Maybe we can get
Uh,
a roving correspondent in Texas to show up. The
that's
problem
fun.
is in Texas, bitches got guns. All right. So
Yeah, that's true.
It may not work.
Unfortunately, there's too many just in general, but that's a whole other conversation. I don't know if we really want to get into.
Okay, says the guy who works for the War Machine. Anyway, so anywho, please like and subscribe. Tyrion wants to eat, so he's saying
Okay,
goodbye. Right, Tyrion? You want to
I
eat,
want to go
right,
to
buddy?
bed. So yeah,
You want to eat, huh? What are you gonna have, kibble?
where's
No.
Rosie at? What did she come and get you to eat?
Nah, she sends him in. He's the stormtrooper. You know? Yeah.
All right. So
So
she's the mastermind.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this guy is the like original track rat because he kind of looks like a rat, and I used to bring him to the track all the time. So
Yeah.
you know, right, buddy?
There's you can go back and see many of the 360 videos and hear him in the background
Yeah, he's
yapping.
barking his ass
Yeah.
off. Mostly when Alvin Melendez walked by, but whatever.
Oh
It
God.
is what it was. Dude, it was. I couldn't fucking script it. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, he's cute. Yeah, yeah. Right, buddy?
A boy and his dog.
Uh huh. All
It's
right.
okay to love your pet, but it's not
Oh,
okay to love your pet.
yeah, I'm afraid of everything you just said right now. But
Okay.
yeah. All
All
right,
right.
buddy. So this is Tyrion, and he's hungry.
Okay.
And we tried 7 p.m. Let's see what people say about this.
Yeah, this seemed to also be a popular request from folks.
Yeah. Although
7
Mango is ready
p.m.
to fall asleep on us.
Yeah, I mean, I do it for the fans.
Yeah. What time did you get up this morning today?
4 o'clock.
I got up at 4:22.
Uh, but East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's like 122.
Oh no, I take that back. I'm sorry. It was local time, 4:22. So it was
So that,
7:22.
so
I'm sorry.
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
off.
So I got 3 hours on there. Sorry, kid. Yeah, I'd be real rough right now if I was you. I'd just be like cursing at everybody. Fuck you all.
Oh well, I just internalize it.
All right. So anyway, this is Rat Tracks. I mean Track Rats. Please like and subscribe on the YouTubes. And yeah, maybe we'll come up with a fun poll. And just remember, if you have a bunch of RMT Roar technical equipment, return it. Clayton would like it back.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye
Bye.
bye.